Hey, church. So imagine you're going into a library and you're going in thinking, I'd like to read an article in the encyclopedia about volcanoes. I know every one of us probably have done that at some point. Maybe not. But just go with me. You want an encyclopedia article about something, so you go to the reference section of the library. Or maybe you go into the library looking for a really good biography about Alexander Hamilton. So you go to where? The biography section. Or let's say you kind of want that latest young adult fantasy novel about, a werewolf and a vampire falling in love, something like that. You go to the teen section, the young adult section. The point is this, we all understand that the library's got different sections for different types of books. And whenever we go to those sections and we read a book from that section, we just know you're going to absorb the contents differently than you would a book from another section, right? If I'm getting a young adult novel, I'm prepared to receive that novel differently than I am the encyclopedia article. Well, the Bible's kind of like that. The Bible is sort of like a library, lots of different books inside, and those books contains a lot of different types of material. And so in the same way that you absorb different books from different sections of the library differently, well, you should come to the Bible in the same way. You're prepared to absorb the contents of different books differently depending on what section of the Bible you're in. So this Sunday, we're going to be in the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms is poetry. Now, whenever you're reading poetry, you're going to absorb that differently than you are a really good story. A really good story kind of transports you to a different place with the plot and twists. And, well, the Psalms, they're not meant for you to read it that way. The Psalms, the poetry there, it's not meant to be received and absorbed like you would say, I don't know, say an encyclopedia article on the nature of God, right? It's not meant for that. Poetry is what? At least in Psalms, it's meant to try to give expression to the deepest emotions and feelings and experiences we have that we seem just at a loss for words. Poetry tries to express the unexpressible, to utter the unutterable. And I think this Sunday we're going to see that in the book of Psalms, there's a theme in a lot of that poetry. They're trying to give expression for this human experience of, God, where are you? I can't find you. And the poet is going to try in really poetic and beautiful and deep words to give expression to God's response. I'm right there. So journey with me into this section of the library we call the Bible and look at the book of Psalms, this poetry section. And I think we're going to find something really powerful, really meaningful. I'll see you in church. One more thing. Also, this Sunday, we've got a big deal going on. We've got a potluck. So we have chicken and ham that's going to be provided. And we're just asking folks, if you're coming to the potluck, you could bring a side, a dessert, or a salad. Come to that. That's going to be at noon down in the banquet hall, that lower level. And it'll happen right after second service. So the main purpose of the potluck is A, we're spending time together, but B, we are celebrating the new chapter of having Ben Slusher as our new full-time children and youth minister. So he'll be there with his wife Mara and their son Barrett, and this is a chance for us to welcome them, get to know them a little bit, and say we're excited to have you and start this new journey with you and your family a part of our church family. So that's going on this Sunday at the potluck. So I hope you can plan to come. We'll see you there.